In this lesson, I'd like to show you how to draw the basement slab floor. To do so, I'll click the floor icon at the top of my screen, and once again, Solid Builder will tell me I'm inside the floor mode. I'll set my pull-down menu to slab, and I'll keep my drawing method set to freeform. Again, I can't use outline because the outline in my model is along the outside edge of my concrete walls. And since my slab will be on the inside edge of my concrete walls, I would either have to draw a new outline along the inside face, or I would have to offset my existing outline in 8 inches, which is the thickness of my concrete walls, so that I have a second outline on the inside face. Then I could use outline to draw that outline, to draw the slab floors in. But what I'm going to do is draw these by freeform. And before you draw anything, you want to make sure you check out your options. Inside my options, I'll accept the shell color, and I'll specify a 4-inch slab. Once again, I have to tell Solid Builder where the slab is going to go. In this case, I can specify where the top or bottom of the slab is going to match. Looking at my design, I have my concrete walls and footers drawn in my design. I know that this concrete slab is going to be sitting on my footers. So in theory, the top of my footers are going to match the bottom of the slab. That's what I'm going to tell Solid Builder. The bottom of the slab is going to match a footer. I will select the footer and specify the top of the footer. So the top of the footer matches the bottom of my slab. If you wish to draw a structural slab, you may toggle on structural slab and input the dimensions according to the graph to the side. I'll then go ahead and check out my report options, setting this to level 1, and again, if you want any additional material in your takeoff, you can assign items and assemblies. But with my options set, I'm ready to start drawing my slab floor. Now the reason I chose not to do the outline is because it is equally easy to draw this floor without modifying that outline. Similar to the footers, I can see exactly where this floor needs to go. In fact, I have endpoints at each one of the corners. So I can use this freeform method and my snap commands to easily place my concrete slab. I'll start my slab in the upper left hand corner. I'll hit E on my keyboard, and I'm going to go to the inside of my concrete wall. Again, make sure you're at the inside of the concrete wall and not the inside of the footer. So the second line in. That's the inside of the concrete wall. That's going to be my start point, so I'll left click once to jump there, a second time to lock it. I'm going to come down to this inside corner. So I'm going to hit E on my keyboard, go to the inside of my concrete walls, clicking once to jump there, a second time to lock it. So this is very similar to what we just did with the footers, except now we're hitting E and we're snapping to the inside of our concrete walls, clicking once to jump there, a second time to lock it. Hit E, go to the inside of the concrete walls, click once to jump there, a second time to lock it. Hit E, click once to jump there, second time to lock it. And I'll just continue around my footprint, making sure I'm snapping to the inside of the concrete wall and not the footer, clicking once to jump there, a second time to lock it. Go back up to this last point, hit E, click once to jump there, a second time to lock it. As I mentioned in a previous chapter, Solid Builder knows that these floors have to close. So I can hit F10 on my keyboard or right click and Solid Builder will automatically close my slab floor. Again, if I look at this in a 3D view and do a hidden line view, I can see my slab floor inside of my concrete walls. It may be easier to see if you flip this to a front view, and here you can see the slab floor sitting directly on top of my concrete footings.